Welcome to Today's Woman. Today's topic is relationships.
Hi, I'm Rosalind Poon and welcome to Today's Woman. And today we have a pretty serious one. We've got Barbara Brighton with us. Hello, Barbara.
Hi, Rosie.
How are you doing?
I'm good so far.
Well, so I've heard.
What are we going to talk about now?
Oh, we're going to talk about relationships.
What's that?
Exactly. What's a relationship? So, with relationships, you are not married?
No.
How about that? She's managed to escape. I think
So
that's
if you
pretty...
want to call me, call me.
It's pretty amazing.
Most
Isn't it?
guys are threatened by me.
Ah.
I found, because I'm pretty strong. I'm a strong woman, but
Yes.
I need a strong man. And
That's
I
true.
don't try to overpower, or I'm not into controlling anything. I'm just me loving what I do and available. Doesn't that sound ridiculous? I know.
Well, I think I think I understand that about
Yeah.
people. I think they see this incredible person on stage, because obviously being on stage and you're so good at what you do, you sort of become larger than life to the average person. So I would imagine they would be quite intimidated by you.
I guess so. That's why I'm not married.
No.
Well, I'm getting pretty sick of it, Rosie.
No, you're not married because that's
I don't even have a fish.
Because-
This is ridiculous.
Oh, well, no, actually talk about fish.
Okay.
We were talking about relationships and as a comedian, right?
Yeah.
Family relationships are very important because
Absolutely.
comedians use. I mean, I'm always talking about bunker,
But I think family is number one. Family and friends. I do. I think it's the most important thing in life is to love and be loved in return.
Yes.
I've always felt that way. I still feel that way.
yeah. I mean, so
Yeah.
so do you have any siblings that are?
Yes, I have a sister. She's not in show business and doesn't understand me one bit. So it's kind of hard when we communicate. But she talks about tennis and I talk about showbiz. I mean,
That's all right.
What are you going to do? No, it's fine.
But it's good. But it's a
Yeah.
family relationship. So family is very important.
I think it's number one.
Yeah, and obviously your mother was very important to you because
Yes,
I've
she
noticed
was.
quite a bit that you tend to say, my mother said,
Yeah.
yes.
Do you know the one piece of advice she gave me, and I'll never forget that? She says, wherever you go, she says, be humble, have humility. And I never forgot that, and I feel that I am humble.
Wow.
I want to be thought of as that.
Yes.
Maybe people don't view me as that when they see me,
Yes.
but inside I'm grateful for everything I've ever been given and blessed and with everybody around me. I don't like gossip. I don't like anything negative. I just like positive things, and I think it's very important to have humility in life.
Yeah, well, I agree with you. I come from a half Chinese, half Australian background, and grew up in Australia in a time where being half Asian wasn't sort of in vogue. And I remember my mum used to sort of tell me to, in the Chinese style, the Chinese style is not to boast. So I suppose it's like being what did you call- humble. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were never allowed to boast or say
Right.
I this, I that, or
Right.
anything else. So you
Right.
had to be very sort of subdued and
Yeah.
let it flow, which I found very helpful when I was sort of trying really hard to get home from school in one piece. Yes, it was better to sort of not be loud.
Meld into the community.
Yeah, exactly.
I know.
You just sort
And,
of.
and my
Yes.
mother really embodied that, because when people would ask her about me and my credits, she wouldn't tell them. I said, why don't you tell them where I'm working, Mother?
Wow.
She says, no. She was like
Yes.
understated. And I was like, you're supposed to talk about me, Mom.
Well, that,
She wouldn't do that. She was that way. Very Boston proper.
oh.
Now my father's another story. He would tell everybody everything.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So you
Because
had.
I'm like my dad.
Okay. So you had a really good relationship with both parents.
Yes, they were my best friends. My
That's
best friends.
fantastic.
And I miss them.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
when we talk about relationships, quite often we think about our spouses or our children, and really it's the relationship we have with our parents is equally important, isn't it? I mean,
Oh, of course it is.
you had a
When
great
I lived in
relationship.
LA, they were in Orange County. Every weekend I went down to visit them because I wasn't going out with anybody.
That's fantastic.
And everybody said, well, I said, took my little dog and I was happy in their company.
Yes.
So why shouldn't I visit with them? You don't
agree.
have them for the rest of your life.
No.
You have to treasure them. And that's how I felt.
Wow, and I agree. I mean, I have a very strong relationship with my mother, and everyone in Las Vegas knows that in December, January, I I migrate to Down Under.
And I'm going right back with you.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I love
She's
Australia.
going in my luggage. That's
Yeah.
right. And I stay with my mum. So for 24 hours a day for 4, 5, 6 weeks, and it's fabulous.
Of course
We
it
just
is.
we sit around in the morning in our PJs or our dressing gowns and sort
You
of
just be yourself.
just potter around and do all sorts of things. And
Right.
and you're right. The relationship that I have with her is it just means everything to me. So I really understand that.
Oh, absolutely.
And
Now, if I could just find the same thing with a good man, I'd be very happy. Because I do believe, and we haven't talked about this, in a
No.
balance in life.
Yes.
And I'm at the stage of life where I want a balance in my life.
Ah.
Yeah, I mean, la 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 showbiz all the time
Yes.
is ridiculous. You know, I want to sit down to dinner and wash somebody's socks
Oh
and
my
do
God.
stupid things like that. I know it's dumb, but I think it's important to do that because I feel to love and be loved is the most important thing in the world.
I just think that's
It's my philosophy.
That's fantastic.
Is
I think-
it?
Yes.
Really?
The only thing is, I have to tell you, it's not fashionable for men to wear socks these days.
Oh yeah, I know. I noticed that.
Yes.
You watch Ryan Seacrest in the morning with
Yes.
Kathy
No-
Lee,
no
not
socks.
Kathy Lee,
The other one.
Kelly.
Yes.
Yeah, he always came on without socks, and my father didn't wear socks.
Really?
And he was in menswear
Oh my
in
God.
Florida, and he didn't wear socks. Well, what's wrong
That's
with
trendy.
that? I think it's nice.
That's
I
fantastic.
hope they don't smell. I'm not going close to anybody that doesn't have socks. But you know, it's just a remark.
Yes.
I like to take care of a man. Now let's see how
Wow.
many calls I get.
Okay. Right. And I've got a 10% commission.
Yeah, that's right. You
So-
can have it, my darling.
Thank you. So before we go,
Yes.
right, is there anything you can tell us about what you've got coming up?
Well, other than the PBS
Yes.
and
Aren't you going
the
to
October.
Florida?
Oh yeah, I was going to Florida in November and December
Yes.
for some tours,
Wow.
and then coming back here in March, I'm going to do the Spotlight again
Oh my gosh.
at the Texas station. This
Yes.
is in October, the Texas station. It's usually in the Orleans Spotlight Spectacular. I do
Wow.
that twice a year. So if you want to hear vagina jokes, come and see me. And if
Well,
you
they're
don't,
worth
don't
listening to.
come.
No, they're definitely worth going to.
Yeah, but something else I was going to say. On March 1st, I'm doing a convention for the Red Hats, which is so nice because they hired me to open as a Joan
So
Rivers
do you have
fan.
so you're going as Joan? So
Yeah,
you don't
I
have a
did
red
it.
hat?
You know, it's a good idea. I should put a red hat on. Can we talk here? I don't have one. Can you get me one?
Easy, not
Okay,
a problem.
good.
Yes,
Okay.
we can do
Are
it.
there any men at the Red Hat convention?
Don't think so, dear. I think it's
that's
all
very
women's thing.
depressing.
I know.
No.
Don't worry. Anyway, thank you very much,
I love
Barbara.
you.
Love
Rosie.
interviewing you every time.
What a sweetheart.
And thank you, and we'll talk to you again soon.
What a-
Bye.
what a girl.